Welcome to the Kenyon Long Podcast. I'm your host, Kenyon Long here. Hit that subscribe button right now, man. Back with another episode. Back in. It's the incredible once again, man. Happy to be here, man. Make sure you listen to the audio, man. You know, we got more videos on YouTube, but also still listen to the audio, okay? It's out there. It's out there on all podcast platforms. You already know what it is, man. Let's get into it, man. We're talking about ESPN firing somebody else's ass. Somebody else's ass is getting fired by ESPN. That's right. ESPN's doing it again, getting rid of Bomani Jones. Good God, bro. Like ESPN is firing everybody. Mickey Mouse, man. You ain't gonna have nobody left but Donald Duck and Goofy. You know, that's it. So Bomani Jones said his contract won't get renewed. The sports media bloodbath. I like that. Bomani Jones appears the network isn't planning to renew his contract when it expires at the end of the month. On my birthday. That's right, man. I'm filming this on my birthday. It's my birthday weekend. And so I'm filming this. Bomani Jones, the breakup comes. And, you know, after HBO canceled Jones' Game Theory, which premiered in 2022. I don't even know. The economic fate of people in sports media is getting dicier and dicier. I don't know what they need to do, man. Look, I don't know Bomani Jones. I know that I'm from North Carolina, and he was on our radio. Bomani Jones was, and then he was on the newspaper in Raleigh, and I was living in Raleigh at the time before I moved to California. So I just think, and didn't he win an award too for his show on ESPN Game Theory or on HBO? And I don't even know, like, sports shows on Matt Barnes and them doing good on Showtime, but I don't have Showtime. So I don't know. But I've seen the clips like we all do. It's all about them clips, baby. It's about them clips. So I think they put some videos up on YouTube, all right? And I don't know what like traditional sports media people need to do. You see, we done talked about it. You know, Steve, everybody's trying to do a pod. Everybody's trying to do a YouTube channel now. Right. And then even like ESPN's like allowing you to do it. Fox is allowing people to do it now, is do a freaking YouTube channel. Like, y'all so late. So I don't know. I like Bomani Jones. I never had a problem with him. And I didn't know how that was gonna work anyway. Like, he was double dipping already. You had a show on HBO. Like, how you gonna have two jobs? Now, a lot of them work different things within the same company. Like Stephen A. This nigga working like 5 different jobs for ESPN. I'm like, damn, can I see somebody else? You know what I mean? Stephen A's the Kevin Hart of sports media. Shouts out to Kev. Like, damn, there's some other comedians out there. There's some other comedians, man, that's taller, that need that opportunity. And I just think Bomani Jones, I don't know. I don't know how strong his fan base is. But I do like him. He had a show I heard on the radio with, what's your boy name? I forgot that the boy. Dante something, the wide receiver dude. I thought that was a good dynamic. And I don't know, man. I think these people in traditional media, which I am not, but I did study, School of Communications, y'all. All right, School of Communications. So ECU, baby. You already know what it is. And I just don't think, I don't know what they're going to do. Some people, you got to take advantage, man. That's what I'm saying. You got to take advantage. Now, it's a couple of deals going on right now with me, or at least one right now that you're going to see me taking advantage of. I'm straight, like, you let me get a crack in the door, I'm busting that bitch open. Pop it for a real nigga. Rip me out the plastic. All right? So I just think, where media is going is I don't know where sports media is going. I don't know. And look, maybe we need to get out of the debate stuff. We fell into this debate format. And speaking of, the person at ESPN that's the head honcho, the HNIC. Well, he's not an N. He went to my school. Okay. All right. He went to East Carolina. So he's the big boss. All right, keep it real. So I'm related to ESPN. I just don't have a job there. I did apply a couple of times way back in the day. And I don't know, man. I don't have any advice for people like that. I think traditional media, sports people, they don't know what to do. They don't know if they need to get on YouTube. They need to get on TikTok. They need to start a podcast. They don't know. Some of them are more comfortable doing a podcast, and that's cool. But guess what? It ain't easy to do a podcast. But you haven't been on TV as much as you have. You already get sponsors. Okay, hopefully you get them, but it's about them downloads, though. They want to see them downloads. You pull the sponsors in because you've been on ESPN for decades. They still want to see them downloads. If you ain't pulling in them downloads, then they going to fire your ass and like not renew with your show, basically. You can still have your podcast, but it just, may not have any sponsors. So, and there's no sponsor for this podcast. But I'm just saying, I don't know. I'm not here to give advice to Bomani Jones. But I don't know. He's not like a big known name. Like, I feel like girls down the street wouldn't know Bomani Jones is. You know what I mean? Like, you ask a random girl, she wouldn't know who Bomani Jones is. Like, I remember being in LA in the club. Was it my birthday weekend that weekend too? I don't know. I remember it was like Prince had died. But I was in the club with my homeboy, and we was in a bar, not even the club, in a bar, and they was doing a Prince tribute. But it was just a bar. And they freaking, it was a dude from ESPN, Stan Verrett. Stan Verrett was just there. And these girls are just like sitting, like, they were standing around, whatever, and they didn't even know who he was. Stan Verrett on ESPN that night didn't know who the hell he was. I was like, why are y'all not talking to him? You know what I mean? Like, he is on ESPN. And, that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't know if you can be able to, you need that security. Now, I think Bomani can go to like an NBC. All right, he can holler at Amazon, right? I don't know what Amazon got going on, but, he tried the HBO thing. It was working. I tried to watch it. I was just kind of confused with the format. And I just like, and it was like, it was classic Bomani, but then it was like some other stuff. So I just like, I don't know. It just wasn't for me, I like Bomani. But that show format, just, I don't know. It was just like he was trying to make a talk show. I don't know. I just didn't like the format. And clearly, a lot of y'all didn't either. You know what I mean? It's all about the data, baby. It is all about the data. And that's what you got to do, man. Even you have your YouTube channel. And if you want to do your data right, you know what you need to do? You need to get TubeBuddy. That's right. TubeBuddy helps me on all my YouTube channels. And I have several. All of my YouTube channels, man, use TubeBuddy, man. It helps you with titles, thumbnails. Now they have a new thumbnail analyzer that you upload one thumbnail and then you upload another one, and it tells you with a heat map to let you know which one is better and gives you a percentage. Oh, you know what? That's not good. Use this thumbnail. So we always swapping our thumbnails like NBA players are swapping girlfriends. You know what I mean? So TubeBuddy is great, man. I've talked to the people at TubeBuddy. We've worked together in a small capacity just for assistance and help. And man, so TubeBuddy, man, use my promo code FAM2020 because this podcast started right before the pandemic in 2020. Okay, this is 2018. I think we started 2018, 2019. I think it was 2018, to be honest with you. So shouts out to Bomani, man. He's been on the network for nearly 2 decades. Oh, good God, 2 decades. Good God. Let's talk about Jidion. I always say his name wrong. Jidion gets banned from NBA games. This dude is hilarious, man. I it's good to see, I don't do pranks, but it's good to see like a black prank person. You know what I mean? A kid come up and do these pranks, man. But this one I saw on TikTok was wild. YouTuber Jidion banned from NBA events after pranking a WNBA game. Now, if you guys didn't see it, Jidion goes to a WNBA game, and before, see, we have it. Here it is. Yeah, here it is, right here. Jidion sitting here, and he'll be taking it.
Go. All right, man, come on. We do it the easy way, the hard way.
So he's over there. I don't know why.
The hard way. Get up. Sir,
he's laying, taking a nap.
Come on, get up. You need to get up and go. Get up. Come on, sit up. Is it against the law to take naps? You can't even take a nap at the WNBA games. What is this? North Korea? Bro, you can't take a courtside nap?
A courtside nap? Like, that's the thing. A courtside. You can't take a courtside nap. That's hilarious. So just to explain, if you guys listen to the audio version, make sure you go to the Kenyon Long podcast on YouTube, man, and watch the video. But Jidion is is taking a nap. He like has a blanket on. He has like pajamas, I guess. He's laying down in a couple of chairs. That means he bought a couple of chairs to do this. All right. So he's spending that money. He invested in this content. And it was worth it because it is super viral. So he's taking a nap. He's like, what kind of place is this? It's hilarious.
Get up. Come on, sit up. Is it against the law to take naps?
Is it against the law to take naps? That's pretty good. That's pretty sharp, man. When it comes to improv, that's pretty sharp, man. Is it against the law to take naps? Like who would have thought of that?
You can't even take a nap at the WNBA games. What is this? North Korea?
That's it, man. So Jidion, if you don't know, he's done this stuff before, but he went viral in the NBA. That's when I first saw him. Went to the NBA game and he got a haircut. YouTube be tripping, so I don't want to show that. But he went to the NBA and like the NBA didn't even know what was going on. They were just like, "Oh, this guy's getting a haircut." Like this guy's getting a haircut. So he was sitting there. Barber comes by. I guess the barber bought the seat behind him, breaks out the razor, and starts getting a haircut. And so they were just like, they didn't know. They didn't even know who it was. They're just like, yo, what is this guy doing? He's getting a haircut, a fresh cut. And so everybody was just like, yo, what? They didn't know who he was. Now, Jidion was already doing a bunch of pranks. But I think this one really like took him on the map for sure. Because I didn't know who he was. Like, your kids are watching, right? And my daughter may be watching him and stuff, and she knew about him, but she tells me people later, like, "Oh, you don't watch?" Then she assumes that I've watched him. You don't watch Penguin? I was like, "Why are you watching Penguin?" And Moses, I was just like, "No." You don't watch Jidion? I didn't even know how to say it. I'd be like Jidion. So that really put him on the map, though, man, getting a haircut. So. I just remember, like, who gets a haircut at an NBA game? I know the Hawks have their own barbershop. Killer Mike, shouts out to Killer Mike. But, yeah, man, he did that, man. And so now his latest prank is, with the WNBA. Come on, NBA. So that doesn't make any sense. You ban him from NBA games because he did that at a WNBA game. But you didn't ban him from NBA games when he got a haircut at the NBA game. That doesn't make any sense. Like, come on, bro. It's hilarious to me because it's like, okay, WNBA is boring. So, like that's just the hilarious part to me. But the punishment don't fit the crime. Come on now. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's okay to get a haircut, but not okay to take a nap. He should have took a nap at one of the sorriest teams in the NBA game. Oh, I can't take a nap? What is this? North Korea? Like, what is going on? So shouts out to Jidion, man. He got enough money. He's killing it. So it doesn't matter if he goes to NBA. He probably never goes to NBA game. He only did it for pranks. And you only do it for content. Once again, worth the investment. Because we're up here talking about it. So worth the investment. And I'm pretty sure he'll be all right, man. Moving on, let me pull this up, man. If you're looking to do a podcast, man, and you're looking to have your own podcast, because podcasts are like opinions. Everybody got one. Then make sure you use Buzzsprout, man. Buzzsprout, get your podcast out there on all audio platforms. Doesn't matter, as we keep saying, if aliens have their own podcast that they like, then you can go ahead and use the Buzzsprout, because guess what? They'll put your podcast on the aliens' favorite podcast player out there in one of the 2,600 planets that we have out here in the universe. That's what their job is. That's what I pay them to do, and they do it, man. So you can have more fans from all over the world. Just don't think about your fans that's in your state or in your city. It's fans all over the world. I have fans from different areas, like London, all right, or India, okay, or Egypt, or Ghana, or Nigeria, Nairobi, and using Buzzsprout, man, will get it to their favorite podcast platforms. So listen to the audio. Make sure you hit that Buzzsprout link. Have it on the YouTube in the description below. Now, as I move along with this podcast, it's time to talk about the thing that y'all love to talk about, that I don't. But it happened this week, man. It definitely happened this week. And UFOs, man. UFO. Yep. There was a UFO hearing and some whistleblower was there. So we're here to talk about it. And they just made up a new name. They keep making up a new name, man. UAPs. A former military intelligence officer turned whistleblower told House lawmakers that Congress is being kept in the dark about unidentified. And I don't even know how to say that. Anomalous. What? We learned that in college. Anomalous. Is it anomalous phenomena known as UAPs? Right? When do y'all come up with that word? Alleging that a hearing that executive branch agencies, being withheld for information, but mysterious objects for years. David Grush, who served 14 years as an intelligence officer in the Air Force and National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, I didn't know we had that, appeared before the House Oversight Committee, National Security. Look, man, a multi-decade UAP crash retrieval and reverse engineering program during the course of his work examining classified programs. He said that he was denied access to those programs when he requested it and accused the military of misappropriating funds to shield these operations from congressional oversight. Look, man, all right, cool. All right, this is what I want to say here, okay? Look, where is the aliens at? Okay, we look. Okay, remember when they stormed Area 51 and it was like they had signs and picketed and said, "I want to get some alien booty." They were like, "We're gonna break into Area 51." That was like a TikTok. That was like a TikTok trend. They were like doing like it started off as, "Hey man, we're gonna storm Area 51." I was like, "What?" These kids. And they're like, "We're storming Area 51. We want to see the aliens. We want to see the aliens." And look, man, I don't really care about what these aliens are. Man. How come they only come out at night? All right. Like what time zone they in? Let me know what time zone the aliens in. Okay, they only come out at night. What's the daytime? Huh? Do they sleep in the day? Are they nocturnal? You know what I mean? Like no, they don't want to fly in the daytime, only at night. Only at night. They fly in. You know what they do? How come they in another country? All I hear is about United States. How come they don't want to fly over the UK? I don't hear nobody in the UK talking about this. Aliens don't like biscuits. You know, they don't like tea and crumpets. How come the aliens ain't going over there, bruh? Pull up to Big Ben and land. All right, you're not over there. Where else they? How come they don't want to pull up to China? No aliens over there. All right, there's other places where there's a bunch of nice places you can land at with your aircraft, with your spaceship, huh? And enough room, huh? But they don't, huh? They just fly over the United States. United States, the only one with some alien bodies, huh? Okay, we shot it down. Where did mama at? Where the daddy at? Where the grandpa alien at? No, you know what I mean? Like, I don't believe you. As Jay-Z said, all right, I don't believe you. Aliens, if you sit here and listen to this podcast right now, yum, 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 yum. Right? The only alien we acknowledge is Alf. Okay. All right. So at least me. All right. So I'm just saying, bro. Whatever was in the Will Smith movie. I don't know what to say, man. People want to say the proof is in the pudding. All right. Open up the documents and show the alien booty that's laying down. Then what you gonna do? Okay, well, it's laying there. It's dead. Y'all shot it. It crashed. Also, he said like the aliens' vehicle, right? It was a crash. So the aliens don't know how to drive? Okay, all right. So the aliens from Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying? Because these niggas here in LA don't know how to drive either. All right. I done told y'all that. Like, they don't know how to drive. So aliens don't know how to fly and like crashing, huh? They didn't say they shot it down. They said it was a crash. Okay. They don't know how to fly. All right. You so the aliens are so smart, but they don't know how to operate their vehicle. All right, so was it a teenage alien? Tell me. I need some details. It's in the documents. We want to know how old in the teenage years. How old is a teenager in the alien years? All right, is it 75? Is it like Grogu? You know, Grogu is 80 years old as a baby. You know what I mean? like is it flying like Grogu? Because Grogu could remember he got in the ship. All right, Mandalorian. I need to watch it. You know, like Grogu. Like maybe he's like Grogu trying to fight, man. So. I don't know, man. You know, you let me know if you think aliens is out there, man. But I'm just saying, how come they don't want to sit down and have a talk? Huh? How come they don't want to pull up on us and just say, hey, look, this is what we're looking for? All right. I hear about one or two people that got taken up and came back down. Why you return the body? Why you return the human being? You know what I'm saying? You trying to study them. Why don't you just keep them? You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand. So you let me know, man. You think about this new UAP and UFO and whatever else, man. You let me know. You thinking there's some aliens out there. Maybe there's aliens dropping mixtapes. Okay, I want to know what kind of music they listening to. Are they listening to 21 Savage? Okay, are they listening to Glorilla? You know what I mean? What kind of music they like? All right, clearly they were listening to something when they was driving. Are aliens drinking? You know what I mean? Do they drink and fly? Clearly they don't know. They don't know how to fly. Are they drinking? What they sipping on? Are they sipping on Hennessy? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. I don't believe it. I don't believe about your UAP, sir. Are you just trying to do a book? All right. We said that if it's classified, then it's classified. Quit asking for it. All right. Why don't somebody active ask for these documents? You ain't got a job anymore. You asking for documents you don't have access to. All right, I need somebody that we getting paid on our tax dollars to say this. Whistleblower is that you actually working right now, you know, and then you quit. At least that's what I read from some of this article. I don't know if he's still working. I'm gonna just be real with you. I don't know if he's still working or not. But whistleblower is somebody who's still working, all right, not somebody who's retired. All right, show me the UAP. You ain't want to take a picture? All in the movies, in the movies, James Bond and all, you see them, they'll pull out the phone. You know, they'll go, you know what I mean, for themselves, you know, classified documents. How come you didn't put your phone out, bro? I have some glasses that could take a picture. How come you ain't do that, man? You ain't got no Ray-Bans? There's too much security? You ain't got no Facebook Ray-Bans? All right, okay, cool. All right, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, yo. Look, you let me know you believe it. I don't know. I don't believe it, bro.